Good evening, chickens. How the devil are we? Welcome to Operation Pinata, and dear God, have we got a lot to talk about today. We have Final Boss with a hat, a stripy t-shirt, and some kind of bat. We have Prince Blip looking exceedingly dashing in his Panama. We have a free campaign. We have 6 years since the 1.0 launch of Legends. It was April 2019 when the beta launched, and August 2019 when it went live, and I've been here for all of it. I just wasn't on the alpha, interestingly. We have more Blue Archive coming, and the old ones are returning, and I don't care. But without further ado, we are going straight into the patch notes. So, let us have a little look, shall we? What does it say here? We have Anniversary Update Operation Pinata, we have a destroyer, and a battleship on the screen. Now, the update will be August the 4th, which is Monday. And the size is usual size, 7 gig-ish for Xboxy, and wow, just under that on PS4 and only 2 on PS5. There's interesting news about PS5, which I didn't know, but seems that you weren't getting the benefits of all of the graphics. I did not know this. Anyway, there is a 8-minute video on the YouTubes. Go watch it. It's actually quite good. And I don't know about you, but that ship there looks an awful lot like it's got post-it notes all over it. Maybe it's me. Anyway, we have a code which I will link in the chat in the comments. So go find that code. And if you are a member of the Chicken Hutch Discord, all the codes are in important stuff. This one, and there's another one as well, which is on the video. So, without further ado, let us do some reading out loud. Ahoy, captains! It's our 6th birthday. Happy birthday, Legends. You're 6 years old. That means you can. You're not wearing nappies anymore. You're quite capable of taking the bus to school, really. You're quite liable to cry at any moment, and you still get the zoomies. You need some supervision, but should be encouraged to eat dirt because it improves, the immune system in later life. At least that's the way those of us that were born in the 70s and 80s see it. Celebrate with us, claim your special gift, and join the festivities. There's free stuff, you see. But before we dive in, redeem the code, not reading that out, to get a Summer Big Crate, anniversary camos, and common credit boosters, which everyone should use whenever they play a legendary ship. Just do that. That way you don't lose money. This is the first ever campaign with a free Admiralty backing. You do not need to pay dubs for your premium ships, but you do need to activate the Admiralty backing. It doesn't just start. You basically have to go press the button and say activated. And you can choose between the Tier 8 destroyer Minigumo and the battleship Njord. There are new ships, gifts, calendars, and a birthday bureau. There's a Pinata web event. There are war tales returning with a number of new scenarios, including Sink the Bismarck or Catch the Bismarck or something like that. Blue Archive is back, boo. Obon Festival event, don't know what that is. Ranked Battles is back. There's a new map, which looks interesting. A range of commander skill tweaks and balance ship changes, and more! Exclamation mark. Get your free gift in the store. Visit the store from the 4th of August to September the 8th to claim your free anniversary gift. And there's a bunch of stuff in there. Chests, coupons, 30% off. And then there's a discount on the Hyzen, Marlborough, and Z44 as well. Of those, the Hyzen is the one that I would select. The other two, don't bother. Will also be available for pinatitas, which sounds like mini pinatas, but isn't. That is a special currency. And you can party around the world. I'm not singing. I do want to sing around the world, but I'm not going to because I'll get demonetized. You have the Tier 8 Minigumo, which has smokescreen, 4-second reload, 127mm guns, 610mm torpedoes, 102-minute reload on the torps, which you can probably get down to 140. give or take. You do get a torque relay booster, which is nice. So looks like a standard smoke generator, engine boost, no heal. And what's the hit point? 17,500. So, nah. And the concealment is 6.4, which is going to be, yeah, it'll be pretty good, I'm sure. You then have the Nerd, which is a, what does it say about the Minigumo actually? Powerful Japanese destroyer, strong main battery, does look strong with a 4-second reload, a 2000 HE, fine. Improved pen, as well as very fast torps, 75 knots, excellent. Launch individually, so you've got single launch, same as the Brits. Torque relay booster and a fast cooling smoke generator, so quick recharge on that. Oh, that's good. Cool, interesting, but nothing, no radar, no hydro, nothing like that. Your detection and your speed. How fast can it go? 35 knots, not very fast. Okay, can't get out of trouble. The Nerd, and now, as I expected, this has battle. It looked like it had Bismarck guns, and it does. 380 mil. It's got 8 of them, 17 kilometers, 24-second reload, which is all right. Secondaries, it has 12 120s, and yeah, no, not a secondary ship. 63,900, 32 knots, so kind of battle cruiser. It has enhanced secondary targeting, but crappy secondaries. Not sure that's the right consumable there. I think if we're going to be picking things, yeah, not sure about that. Torps, 14-kilometer range, 86 knots, 10,700 damage, so typical pan-European little torps, but reload time is 140, so again, 2 minutes, just over. And you get 20 of the bloody things, 10 per side. So these things are going to be hurtling at you at the beginning of the game, no doubt, I can imagine. It is a battleship, not a battle cruiser. 15-inch AP, very fast long-range torpedoes, great concealment and high speed. Right, well, okay, we'll see. Basically, don't chase, depending on the torpedo arcs, and I'll be interested to see what those torpedo arcs are. This thing is going to be one of those kiting battleships that can just torpedo you from as it runs away. I imagine at tier 8 it's going to be running a lot of HE because it's only got 15-inch guns. So fires, floods, that kind of thing is going to be where this thing sits. If you like things like the Carl Johan, you'll probably like this. If you're a destroyer player, you're going to pick the Minigumo, aren't you? You just are. We have a party around the world where we have lots of stuff that's free. You do need to activate it. Note that all of them, including those available with Admiralty backing, are free. Yes. So you can get one in the campaign and buy the other one with dubs. There's your pinatitas that you can earn. So you get up to, what, 9,000 of them. 10 days premium time, 750 dubs, 5 insignias, 5 of these commendations, and 6 insignias. Cool. And 3.5 million credity poos. And research points, which you should be using on your Louisiana or whatever you are bureauing. Flags, blah, 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 blah. Legendary birthday! Pinatitas! Multicolored post-it notes on your cruisers. Birthday Mayhem calendar. Join various activities. Special currency you can spend on plenty of items, including 2 new ships, Pan Asian Tier 7 Premium Cruiser Irian and British Tier 5 Premium Cruiser the Dido. Yay, they put the Dido in. Awesome. You can also get the Repulse, Pinata chests, the Commander guise of a Legends team member, Prince Blep and Final Boss with their hats, and our community streams vet. Oh, hang on, of a Legends team member. Wait, what? Wait, there's more. And Prince and the historical person that is Prince Blip, not historical, but history knowledge. You know what I mean. Right, we have Birthday Mayhem calendar, Pinata Havoc mission, Short Fuse Birthday Bureau project, and oh, you get Final Boss for the Birthday Mayhem calendar. Hey, do that. You also get a Pinata web event. If you've been part of any of the web events before, they're worth doing because it's free stuff. Hooray! And Fire rockets at pinatas and receive a gift for each hit. Cool. Camos, crates, boosters, promotion orders, and some pinatitas. Wind roses, yes. Discounts on tech tree ships. Cool. There'll be more details on launch. War Tales returns. Hunt the Bismarck, Double Strike, and Hailstone. They have tweaked it, as I understand. So that'll be fun. Blue Archive for your anime stuff. I mean, to be fair, apart from this one, they're all fairly well dressed, which is unusual for anime ladies. So you have 3 new ships: BA Utnapishtim ship, the BA Bina, and the BA Hovercraft. What the hell are they? New commanders: Yuka, Maki, and Whack-A-Mole. Don't know. 2 Blue Archive containers are free for taking. 1 through the mission and another via the Blue Party Around the World campaign. Get your free crates. We have an Obon festival. From August the 11th to 25th, join the traditional Japanese festival honouring the spirits of ancestors. Complete the Ancestors Path mission for Japanese ships to earn 12 Imperial Japanese Navy camos, 750k credits, Bon Matsuri flag, and a coupon granting a 75 discount on the fleet review skin for Agano, Gukazi, Omino, or Shimanto. Discount's never a bad thing. Plus, check the store for Japanese Tier 8 premium battleship Iwami, available both for Global XP and doubloons. Never buy a ship for doubloons if it's available for Global XP. And Japanese Tier 7 premium cruiser Suzuya at a 40% discount. Not a bad time to do it if there's a discount on Global XP too. You'll also find discounted commander progression and other essential resources. Ranked battles, Tier 7 and Tier 8 in 2 tranches. And fall is coming, discounts await. To celebrate the upcoming fall, special sale on the store, 35% off a range of ships, including the Tier 7 Kutchezov. Ugh. No, nasty, fire-spamming bugger. Tier 7 Destroyer Udachi, dangerous little boat. And a Tier 7 aircraft carrier Chukalov. Oh, they couldn't have picked 3 more. Oh, those things are toxic. Oh, yeah. Oh, I feel like chewing my own foot off for those. No thanks. I understand why they've done it, though. Check out a chain bundle featuring Tier 8 Destroyer Hayate. Yeah, okay. Tier 6 Premium Destroyer FR25. Don't bother. Tier 4 Premium Battleship Oklahoma. Hits like a truck. Moves like an island. And various in-game resources. All at a big discount. Stock up on insignia and accommodations and get a full big crate as a gift. There is a new map called Loop. Welcome to the new map for Tier 5 and higher ships. Loop! Exclamation mark. With 2 clusters of large islands and 3 control points. Looks like fun. Apparently, this is where you do the ambushy thing a lot. So expect this to be the Loop to be the home of YOLO Emilios and sneaky people with very fast torpedoes. Weather visual improvements. This looks cool. I like this. Before and after. They've given it a tweak. Considerable visual improvements to how the scenery looks on certain maps and specific ports. Look, all of the artwork now has Steam on it. Ooh. I didn't know it was on the Apple App Store. Oh, because it's mobile. Yes, of course it is. This includes enhancements to lighting, contrast, water optics, and overall quality of visuals. Looking forward to this. They're purely visual, not intended to affect gameplay. Just enjoy a smoother, more natural-looking environment. I'm game. I think that's a great thing. I think a tweak to make it look nicer is a good thing to do. For now, weather improvements affect fjords and Marseille ports, as well as Ring Hotspot Trap, Sea of Fortune, Warriors Path, and Northern Waters. Balance changes to commanders and ships. We focused on rebalancing commander skills. Really? Fox Flare, we're looking at you. A few ships have also received buffs. They're all in the Ministry of Balance. Tweaks to various commander skills to make them more balanced. No flies. Good lord, there's loads of them. Johan Furstner's base trait Minister of Navy has been nerfed. Oh. So, all of you bombing Dutch cruiser players, there you go. 2 ships have been buffed. South Carolina, oh dear God, that thing's bloody awful. And the Soviet Tier 3 Premium Knyaz Suvorov, don't know how to say that. A few have received armour updates. Normandy, Leon, and Repulse. Leon's got an armour update. Wait, what? We've added option to craft standard type permanent camo for a number of ships. Awesome. Improvements and bug fixes. Aircraft carriers now have only one centralised spawn point per team in AI and standard battles. Oh, that's going to be interesting. So it's going to be central and not one side or the other. Now, when you fire AA guns, the barrage will appear more intense and orange in colour. Quite like that. Nice little visual flair. Azure Lane Harbin. No. Graf Zeppelin's high-octane fuel trait was replaced with fast aircraft. Do have it, never played it, don't want to, can't make me. Minimap now includes chessboard-like grid. This is like A9, that's where he is. I love that. Why wasn't this in the game before? I never understood that. I'm so pleased that's there. PlayStation 5, 4K 60 FPS support. Can't believe you didn't have 60 FPS 4K. I'm surprised. And 5 is 60 FPS with ray tracing. To be fair, I don't have ray tracing on. It's the performance hit was never worth it for me. Bear in mind I'm on the Xbox Series X, so yeah. PlayStation Store purchases take fewer interactions. No bad thing. That's interesting. Fix the codex description of detectability by air. It was wrong. In fact, it doesn't increase when the anti-aircraft guns are firing. That is true. Fix some battle types incorrectly displaying as available to fleet division leaders. Interesting. Mobile players. You can now, speaking of which, do not forget to log in for the first 7 days on your mobile when the update goes, so you can get free stuff. Very important. You can now log in with your console account on mobile devices using Sync with Xbox or Sync with PlayStation button. Your progress will be synchronized across both mobile and console platforms. Note that a mobile account can only be linked to either a PlayStation or Xbox account at a time. You can't be linked to both. Fix the enemy commander name not fitting on a defeat screen. Oh, really? Yay! Right, let's have a look at these patch nerds quickly. There's my patch nerds button. Oh, hang on. There it is. I already had it open. I am super prepared, and it's not true what they said about me. Well, maybe it is. Some of it's true. So, common commander skills. No fly zone has damage AA has been increased. Good. Contact is imminent. Torpedo speed has been increased. Okay. Crisscross gun traverse is increased. Never a bad thing. I mean, that's huge, actually. That 2 degrees per second, that's a huge difference. That's like a 40% increase. Wow. No, 66% increase. 0.8. Yeah. Glass cannon, destroy main battery range is increased. On alert, new effect, cooldown time is reduced, cloudy days, new effect, engine boost increased. Okay, cool, so that benefits with the smoke. Twist and track, gun traverse speed is now reduced. I mean, I don't think that's going to be a major difference. Maybe. Perceptive, the torpedo detectability is no longer decreased. I don't think that made a difference particularly. Ikvalan Volgmi, or Midge, or whatever you say. Each main battery shell torpedo bomb hit by your cruiser now increases subsequent. So they've lowered the tick. That's interesting. Because that could be absolutely devastating from the Dutch cruisers. Fox Flare. Dun dun dun. That was a drum roll for those of you who didn't hear. Fox Flare has been reduced in power and simplified for more consistent results. Radar duration benefit no longer matches remaining smoke generator duration, but will provide a 50% increase in radar duration anytime the radar and smoke generator consumables are simultaneously active, which will prevent it going from you've got 8 seconds on your radar, you pop your smoke when you've got 1 second left, and you get another 20 seconds radar, give or take, which was what was happening. So it's effectively reduced the length of that radar. So a 50% increase in radar duration takes you from 8 to 14, for example, rather than 8 to 28. So it's a substantial reduction in effectiveness. So my friend Heck will still sing the Gdansk song whenever he sees them, but he will be happy, I promise you. Legendary commander skills, air support, airstrike cooldown time is now a little bit less than it was. Evil Sparks, air armor pen has been increased by 75%. Interesting. Equilibrium of power. So chances of HE shells causing fire are now reduced by 25% instead of 50%. That's interesting. That's quite a big change. Equilibrium of power is going to be less strong now than that. That Evil Sparks is going to be interesting. Okay, I'll have to look at these. Leviathan special effect home incoming damage. That's homing. Dual destroy is reduced by 10%. Cool, that's handy. Commander base traits. Johan Firstner, we heard about that already. Fire damage by cruiser is now increased by 5% instead of 7%. Okay. Ships, South Carolina has had a massive health boost. Rain, Jesus, it's just that buff. Reload time, it's because it's crap. Just wow. Across the board improvements. Reload time reduced by around about 10% on the Kniats. It was shit before. Turret traverse has been increased because it was really crap. Superior AP damage and ironclad traits. Norman die. Minor armor update. The reason I call it the Norman die is Norman die. And they die when they're broadside. Minor armor update. 120 mil ring between guns and barbettes was added. That's a good idea. That means you can't just do plunging fire penetration. Not as much, but okay, fine. Leon, same drill. Grafzet replaced heart-tone fuel ships trait with fast aircraft. Permanent camos, we talked about that. Aircraft carrier spawn points, we talked about that as well. So, ladies and chickens of all shapes, sizes. So what do we got? We've got destroyer or battle or a weird pan-European battleship, whichever you prefer. We've got a bunch of sort of content-y stuff in terms of free stuff, pinatitas. We've got some cruisers to come in at tier 5, particularly the Dido, which is interesting. We'll see what the Irian is like. So there's a load of free stuff in here. If you're playing this game on a almost daily basis like I am, there's loads of stuff to get. Also, I think what you'll find is if you're playing it 2 or 3 times a week, you'll probably have a good time. You'll get plenty of stuff out of it. I think it's more about giving away stuff through this and then encouraging you to hang around and buy other things. And I think that's fair enough. At the end of the day, most of us from a premium account these days, new players, the encouragement. I don't know if there was a difference in the 6 years on the waves between like they had before, where you've been there 1 year, you get this, 2 years, you get that, 3 years, you get that. There may be something else out there, but it doesn't seem that they've done that. They've given a reward to everybody, so everybody has the access to the same free campaign, which is lovely. But yes, so that's it. That is Operation Pinata. It is a campaign that will last till September the 8th. So however many weeks is that? They didn't tell us. 10 weeks, 8 weeks. Long enough. Maybe it's 6 weeks and I can't count. But I do hope you have a great rest of your day. Love you lots. I'll be playing this Monday evening on the Twitches, so do come and check me out. Twitch.tv/Blaymeister. Add your comments in here. Is there anything you're particularly looking forward to? Is there anything you're disappointed about that Wargaming have or haven't launched? I'm happy that the PlayStation people have got a graphical update. That's lovely. In terms of 4K, I'm pleased that the whole thing mostly has got a graphical update. There's a few little quality of life things. There's some free ships for us. There's some free banners and boosters and crates and things like that. I don't care about the Blue Archive, but I know lots of you do, so fill your boots. And of course, Prince Blip and Final Boss have their avatars in game, which is going to entertain me enormously. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend ahead of the update. I hope you've got your Wisconsin. It is one of the better campaign ships we've had recently, and it's definitely worth having. But other than that, I shall wish you fair winds, following seas, and I will see you on the flip side. King Chicken out. Ta-ra!